This time, on the Highway Thru Hell.
I don't get mad very much, I tell you. That just makes me want to punch him out.
Holy moly.
A truck full of mail goes off a cliff.
What's that noise?
And a rotten cable
You get them guys on the other side, tell them to get out of the way.
pushes Adam over the edge.
Today Adam goes on strike.
And a mountain of bills
Every 30 days.
forces Jamie to lay off 2 of his top guys.
It could happen anytime to any one of us.
Have a seat.
In the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, there's a highway like no other. The Coquihalla is an engineering marvel. But when the weather turns bad,
Look out! It's like the Bermuda Triangle of truck accidents.
keeping the Coke open takes an army
When the highway shuts down, the world shuts down.
and a last line of defense.
En route.
A heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because here, closure is not an option.
I don't know what really happened. He just went straight in off of the corner.
We're trying to hurry out there.
It's an hour before sunup, and Jamie Davis is already hard at work.
Even gonna bypass getting a coffee this morning. I don't know if it's a really big accident, but we could get there and the whole hood could be ripped off and it could be a really big deal. Holy took out all the guardrail.
A semi hit black ice and slid off a ramp.
Right up on the guardrail, eh?
Now it's stuck on top of a concrete barrier and has the exit shut down.
We'll get the rotator over here in here, pick that whole trailer up and the tractor and just slide it over.
I'm already en route, just so you know, Jimmy.
For backup, he's gotten Adam out of bed.
Just when you think you're gonna be able to get some sleep, you just lie down and you gotta go again. When you start working long hours and days, you start going stir crazy. You start losing it. No, you go crazy, you really do.
Tired? Did you have a good sleep last night?
Yeah, no, I'm just,
Waking up?
yeah, I was out the door in 10 minutes, so I didn't have time to wake up.
I know, I woke up on the way here too. I tell you, I slept like a log after yesterday. I'm almost a little bit jet lagged this morning. I'm like, ugh. Once I get a coffee, I'll feel way better.
Jamie gets ready to hook up, but Adam suspects the boss may have forgotten something.
So now we'll just lift this up.
His brakes are on, eh?
I hope so. You better check with him. Adam's just telling me about maybe we should check and see if this guy's brakes are on.
Are your brakes on?
No.
You go throw them on for me, please? Brakes were still off.
He's lucky you said something to me
Yeah, I
because
know.
they were off.
They were off.
Oh my God.
It could have been a costly mistake.
The minute I pick that thing up or whatever and I dislodge it from the concrete, away she could go. So really, that's really cool. Good for thinking of that one. You're gonna make management one day.
Yeah. Got that big fancy new truck, thought he could do her all by himself, eh?
Once it comes off that guardrail, it could do this.
It's been a long season, and the one thing Jamie doesn't need is another headache. So before he leaves, he wants to make sure he gets paid.
There's customers fighting and resisting to pay the bills, and you're the bad guy all the time. You gotta be one tough son of a bitch to be in this business and to deal with it. We just have to find out about this trucking company. I think we've dealt with them before. They want to charge this bill and take their stuff without paying, which may not be too bad. And I think they're a good company, but I have to get Art to double check that in the office before we make that decision. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had anything to do with them. I mean, he wants to take all this stuff into Burnaby, but I'm not so comfortable with doing that. You know, these things end up months going down the road and nobody seems to pay the bills, you know what I mean?
Just to be sure, Jamie has Adam tow the rig back to his yard until the credit card clears.
I'll go back to the shop, deal with the payment issue here, and then maybe go find breakfast or an early brunch somewhere, and we'll see what goes from there.
Over in his truck, Adam's pondering his own problems.
Like, say, I'll come home bitchy, crabby, grumpy, you know, and you gotta take it out on somebody. I know I'm gonna do enough work here to support my family. I don't know. Is it really worth my stress? I don't know. I'm seriously thinking of trying something different during the winter. I don't know. I want to actually come plow snow one year. I might do that next winter, maybe. I don't know. Contemplating it.
The winter season is almost over, and Jamie's been too busy to deal with his own growing stack of bills.
Not my favorite part of the job is this place. I'd rather sweep the floor than do this. Every 30 days, bills. We've got a parts account in town. You know, we're talking about headlights and hoses and brooms and all that kind of stuff. Somebody's buying themselves a brand new parka. Well, who told them to do that? Everybody's got their hand out, and all of a sudden the tap turns off and there's no more money. What happens? It's a stressful business. So here's a purchase order. Somebody's buying a set of gloves. That's $22 for one pair of gloves. I want to show you something. This pissed me right off. So I'm looking at the bills from Napa, right?
Yeah.
So they get this $30,000 bill there.
What?
Yeah, 30 grand. I bet you if I added up your glove bill for a month, probably $2,000 or something like that.
In gloves? No.
Look at this. Today I'm in there and I'm looking at all the invoices. Gloves, 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 gloves. There's 4 pairs of gloves sitting on the ground at $15 each.
Yeah.
Each pair of those is 15 bucks. I've never had a bill of parts this much. This is out of control. Oh. I mean, we're using enough gloves for 50 guys. Oh my God.
So here's your gloves, where your gloves are.
They wear them once and throw them away. Unbelievable. Unbelievably out of control. And it ain't gonna go on, I'll tell you that.
An even bigger expense is people, especially now that the work is slowing down.
This place is an ongoing expense. If nothing happens here in 90 days, you're gonna be out of business.
Can't you roll up a strap properly?
Apparently not.
Now you gotta redo it all over again.
Well, no, maybe I don't. Maybe we'll get Sammy to do it. Maybe Sammy do it the way you like it. Those guys aren't generating income, they're generating costs. There's really no reason to keep all these guys around. So what else do you do? You know, I don't know what anybody would do.
Jamie isn't the only one thinking about layoffs.
Kind of knew it was happening, but I didn't think it was going to come this quick. Like, we're not even in April yet.
It could happen any time to any one of us.
I don't know who it is. I don't want to kind of figure out who it is, but sooner or later we will find out.
The winter season is winding down, and the bills are piling up, leaving Jamie with a tough choice: layoffs.
There's really no reason to keep all these guys around. So what else do you do?
It could happen any time to any one of us.
Sooner or later we will find out.
There's only one man on Jamie's crew who doesn't have to worry. An hour after Adam went to bed, Jamie called him to assess a wreck high up on the mountain.
Well, as soon as you go to sleep, that's when something happens. The work doesn't come until late at night, early in the morning. But then that's the routine you get into, and you start getting beat down, and your morale gets down.
A semi went off the road and landed 50 yards down a snowy ravine.
That would have been pretty scary rolling down there.
The wreck is too far down to do anything tonight. so the trucking company has requested a security guard.
Just above where he's parked. Put a guard on it overnight so we don't have any people come here and try to loot it.
What's up?
Look down, way down.
Holy.
I bet he's got one hell of a bacon strip on his underpants, eh?
Oh, at least those trees stopped him. I guess this is where I'll be sitting all night.
You bring toilet paper?
All right.
See you later.
See you later.
Yep.
After another long day, Adam heads to bed for a second time tonight. The next morning, Jamie and his crew mount up for the recovery.
We need these 2 chains to go too, Sammy. We're just about ready to roll out here.
Today, Brandon has recruited his girlfriend, Shannon, to help out.
Shannon's coming out to help out with flagging because Denise and Lorraine are out somewhere else, so she's coming out to help. Yeah.
Oh, they're just like the sexiest things I've ever seen.
Okay, on the bus, let's go.
With the layoff rumor going around, the boys are happy to have a big job.
Okay, we're on the road.
So what do we got going on there, Adam?
Looked to be about 75 to 100 feet down in the dark last night. It was kind of hard to tell, but...
Do you think that the thing needs to be unloaded, Adam, or would it be just good the way it is?
I couldn't tell.
It was too far down up against the trees. I didn't want to get on the back side of it last night and try to look too steep.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what develops here then, 10-4. Well, for me, the nicest thing would be just to pull the whole thing up with the load intact. Be easy and quick and simple. Be good for the customer. He'd save some money. If that works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, we could be here all day.
See what the hell's going on here.
The fully loaded semi skidded, flipped on its side, and then slid down a steep ravine.
Oh, look at this.
Split open?
She's broken in half right here.
The trailer is so damaged that if they try to pull it up fully loaded, it could break apart.
I think she's gonna be an unload job.
The trailer's rear door is wedged shut by a tree.
Well, we're gonna have to chop this tree out of the way. There's no way we're gonna open them doors.
So they break out the chainsaw.
I'm getting away from the tree. I don't want to get squashed.
Job well done. Holy moly.
For Jamie, what's inside is a huge headache.
A mail truck is going to have 35,000 pounds of material in it at least. This is people's lives here. There's checks in the mail here for people, contractors, businesses.
Every single piece will need to be recovered, clean and undamaged.
You see these crates coming down on people? Yeah. Be very careful about them. I mean, they probably weigh 150 pounds each. Yeah. This is slipperier than this is bad. See, that's how slippery it is. Let's bring the chop side down and just take this door right off.
It says it's pretty slippery, right? You're gonna have to hold me so I don't slide down. Oh. I got you there. Yeah, put your foot lengthways. Yeah. 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 Don't pull me. Good enough.
The post office wants all this mail unloaded and back in the system today. So Jamie brings in his salvage crew, supervised by his neighbor, Jim Lasser.
So, is everybody here? Okay, so we're just gonna go over a couple of safety points.
Just watch it on the hill, it's gonna be slippery. We got a rope set up there. Falling objects, we're gonna be running the crane over top, picking up baskets, swinging, so keep out from underneath. Watch it on the hill and inside the trailer, it's really slippery in there.
Zero tolerance on mail. Anybody caught opening or put anything in a pocket, will be get a quick ride down to the police station.
By this fine young lady.
And
she's with Canada Post.
An official from the post office is on scene to monitor the recovery.
Basically, my job is to ensure that anywhere that the mail is placed, that it's being watched. I'm here until all the mail is loaded.
Many of the crates have spilled open, so thousands of pieces of mail will have to be recovered one at a time. And the client has told Jamie that they'd prefer to use a cheaper crane from a rental yard instead of his expensive rotator.
Now I'm gonna head home because this truck's really expensive and it costs a lot of money, $600 an hour, and the customer doesn't want to pay any idle time for trucks hanging around here for no reason.
As this could be the last big wreck of the season, the boys are itching to show off their stuff. But for now, all they can do is wait.
Tell Jim to get that kid to put that smoke out. We'll have a fire down there and the whole load will be gone. The one in the green hat, smoking away.
No smoking!
Jim's got a radio on him. That's just common sense.
Jim, make sure nobody smokes in that trailer because we don't want the mail to go on fire, right?
On the ride home, Jamie's back to worrying about cash flow.
The big jobs are lots of aggravation too because the bills get huge. You send your guys out, you send lots of equipment, you got a lot of man hours, you pay these guys and all your money's out on the line. You might have 20, 40, 60, $100,000 out on those jobs. All your money's tied up in an insurance company and they're gonna do their best not to pay that bill.
Back at the yard, Jamie's brother Kelly was passing through town and stopped by in need of a little fuel.
It's not the fuel, it's just to get the guy's goat. And when you get him, ooh, he's got a big vein, goes right across his forehead that pops out. That's kind of the reaction you're looking for.
Full right to the brim. Don't have to worry about the competition when you got family. My brother, guy thinks he can help himself. Like 2 tanks of fuel here are $800 or $900. That's what a big truck costs to fill up. I don't get mad very much, I tell you. That makes me want to punch him out.
Jamie has arrived back at the yard to find his brother helping himself to a tank of diesel fuel.
I don't get mad very much, I tell you. That just makes me want to punch him out. Don't you think that's rude? Like, you know, you didn't even ask me or nothing. Like, why would you just think you could just come in here and fill up? Why is that?
I didn't think it was a big deal, but obviously.
Well, it's not a public place for you to get fuel at.
I didn't think I was.
I mean,
public,
if you had,
but I know where I stand now.
That's like me taking your tires off right now and putting them on my truck.
If you needed something and came to take it from
I wouldn't
me,
just take your tires off your truck. I'd ask you. I'd ask you.
Whatever you had to do, Jamie, because that's the kind of guy you are. You pretty much do whatever you want to each other, and you're still family. That's what makes you a family.
It's got my blood pressure up, but at the end of the day, it's not going to make or break anybody, and it's not the end of the day, and it ain't worth fist fighting at our age anymore, so we'll just leave it alone.
Up on Highway 3, Adam was hoping to have the trailer unloaded by lunchtime. But moving thousands of pieces of mail from an icy trailer on its side at an angle on the edge of a snowy cliff is taking longer than they had thought. Eager to be useful, Sammy heads down to help speed things up.
Gonna be a double Scotch night tonight.
Up top, Kevin notices that Brandon and his girlfriend aren't exactly focused on flagging.
Brandon! You need to come down and help. You're here to work, right? You gotta set an example for the others. You know? If you're the boss's kid, you should be down there working. Well, get your butt down there, buddy.
What's he going down for?
Hey, Brandon!
Get up here. Get up here. That's Jim's crew down there. You let him do the work. Okay. You understand?
All right.
Too many bosses here. Brandon, go sit in the truck. We don't need to calm down. You don't need to have 6 people being a boss.
Well, I just thought he's standing around.
I understand, but are we the ones getting loaded up the bank? No. So just leave it alone.
I'm really bad right now. My boss, Jamie, is not here. So I have Kevin telling me to go down there. Now everyone's yelling at me, telling me to get up. What do you want me to do? Don't yell at me, I'm listening to you guys. Now I lost all respect. I don't want to be told what to do ever again by them.
By early afternoon, the trailer is still half full.
Easy. No, wait. His legs caught. Just hang on. Okay, so these cages, they all stuck together. Man, that's gonna fall down really hard. You know that, eh? Okay. Well, let it go easy. Easy. Yeah. Man, this thing saved my ass. Right there. Right there. Little chunk came out.
Back at the office, the diesel incident has inspired Jamie to crack down on fuel costs.
Hey, do you have the 5-6 fuel card? No trouble. I'm just keeping an eye on things here in the office so I don't track it down. So you have it. I want those extra fuel cards cut up because I don't want too many running around. We have our own fuel here. We only need them for out of town now. So they're just loose stuff that could be, somebody will be into that, using one of them and jacking me for some more money.
It's a painful thing for a woman to cut up credit cards, you realize.
By late afternoon, there's still moving mail, and Jim is getting worried about losing daylight.
It's getting pretty dark.
Well, Jim doesn't want to have his guys working past dark, which I don't blame him. It's too dangerous down there. Well, they're working on an angle of the trailer, and all the envelopes are dumped out. They're picking them all up one piece at a time, as you can see. So now you get to halfway mark of that trailer where the floor is all pulled away, and you can have guys tripping through the hole in the floor. They could fall through the hole in the floor, get stuck, slice their arm off. It's important to get the mail out, but the most important thing is the worker's safety. 5-2 to base.
Go ahead, Adam.
We ain't gonna get this whole thing unloaded tonight. It's a real slow process.
How come?
Every piece of mail is dumped out of its bucket. So it's like taking out packages of computer paper and throwing them from a 10-story building and having to pick them all up.
But the post office is anxious to get all this mail moving by the end of today.
We might have to keep them working all night.
I wouldn't want to work down there past dark. Won't be able to see what the hell they're doing. Did you copy that?
Yeah, he copied it. He just didn't like it.
I'm not making the call. I'm just forwarding the comments.
Yeah, Jamie says, okay, just do as long as you can right till dark, and we'll have to restart again tomorrow morning.
And Jamie couldn't understand why we wouldn't want to work in the dark. Well, it's a safety factor.
Right now we're going to go into shutdown mode. So whatever items and parcels and letters are moved to the back of the trailer, we cleaned up. Whatever's in totes to the front will now stay.
Got a copy there, Jim?
Any mail that's left needs to be secured overnight.
Because we've had to remove the one door, the other door will fold down for security for the night. We're going to stack a couple of these bins at the back. So if a single individual walks down here, they aren't going to be able to just move to the bin and walk in. It'll slow them down from walking in. Hopefully create enough noise that the guard up top would hear them and come down and kick them out of here. Well, we do the best we can with what we have, so.
With the threat of layoffs on everyone's mind, the heavy rescue crew heads home, knowing that tomorrow could be their last hurrah. It's the end of the season, and Jamie's yard is full of wrecks that can't be released until somebody pays the bill.
They've got a bill here that's over 60 days old. That's a huge bill. I'm gonna guess $30,000 that they owe us. So I'm just wondering, you know, is there any thoughts about how to pay?
Because I believe that was also an insurance one, but I honestly don't know how that's dealt with.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't you give them a call maybe and just figure that out? I mean, I have to make sure I get, you know, I have to pay bills too, right?
Well, you see what I can do? Who is it I'm speaking to?
It's Jamie, I'm the owner.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, thanks, partner.
Sounds good.
Yep, bye. You know, he's just one guy. And I mean, this yard is full of trucks. Every minute of the day, there's costs going on. So there's no reason why, you know, they can't be paying us on time.
Up on the mountain, it's day 2 of plowing through postage.
If you want to get a hold of Jamie, we are about 5 minutes, 2 more lifts away from being done down here. Lucky today we had quite a few that were loaded with big parcels. It goes a lot faster. This crew has really hammered it out.
We'll kick it and go now.
Yeah.
I have more traffic in my clear descent.
Brandon and his girlfriend Shannon are back on flagging duty, but today their relationship has become long distance.
This is a boring job. It's a cold job. It's depressing out here. Look at this place. And, you know, it's not that fun.
They're taking longer than I expected on that. That's for sure.
All right, I'm clear and sending.
Kevin is still keeping a close eye on things.
Remember when you're standing, you're supposed to stand on this side, right? Flag them through.
You want to come do it?
At 10:30, Adam can finally get to work. He pulls the semi back on its wheels to make it easier to pull up the hill.
Go ahead, Jamie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how's things going there?
And we're all down. We got it uprighted now. It's uprighted down the bank. We're just switching over to suck it up the rest of the way.
Okay, you guys are just gonna pull it out without me?
I can wait if you want.
Do you think you can handle it on your own?
Oh yeah, we got it all upright now. It's on its wheels, so we're just switching around to grab the back end to pull it up the bank.
Get 10-4, stand by for a minute.
He's gonna think it over.
5-2.
Go ahead.
You guys just go ahead and pull that up.
The plan is to run winch lines to both Adam and Bruce's trucks.
Okay.
Adam's coming up by Bruce. They're both gonna pull.
With the trailer unloaded, this should be a simple job.
You looking okay there, Jim?
Rolling nice.
But right away, the totaled cab snags on a tree. Bruce, being Bruce, just keeps pulling.
Whoops! Goes the hood.
Then the front wheels start fighting the tow up.
Just hold on, Bruce.
Eager to show he's still got what it takes, Bruce heads to the rescue.
What's he going down for?
Hey, hang on, Bruce is going in.
Bruce trying to leave with this truck or what?
Hey, he's gonna fire it up.
Give me a rope.
You guys have a rope? He's gonna tie the wheel off on it.
Bruce ties off the steering wheel to keep the tires straight.
Hey, Bruce, if you want to run some cable out now, just kind of head for Kevin's truck a little bit.
They get back to pulling. But then Adam hears something he doesn't like.
What's that noise? Is that the truck or what's that noise? Everybody get out of the way. Everybody get out of the way. This cable will come off and take your head right off. You get them guys on the other side, tell them to get out of the way.
of stress on it.
Is that the truck or what's that noise? Everybody get out of the way. Everybody get out of the way. You get them guys on the other side, tell them to get the out of the way. This cable will come off and take your head right off.
Adam stops the pull until he can figure out what's wrong.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, so. It could have been Adam's trucks. Could have been winch line. Just never know, so you just try and stay clear.
Adam's worried that the long winter of pulling wrecks has taken its toll on his winch cables. But with the semi hanging, he can't stop now.
Well, she should come now. I'm just scared of my 2 rotten cables breaking.
Might have to block the roads.
Oh, we're gonna have to, yeah.
As a precaution, he shuts down traffic completely.
Dead stop, tow truck's working on the problem.
To lessen the stress on his cables, he repositions his truck while Bruce holds on to the load. Fingers crossed, they start pulling again.
One cable up.
A strand on Adam's cable has snapped.
What, Bruce?
His instincts were right.
Frontline truck and we're using cable.
To fix it, they have to cut out the broken section and then re-crimp the cable.
Jamie's been with this cable now for a month. He doesn't want to replace it.
This the 3rd time?
This is the 5th time. So when I get back, I'm parking the truck in the yard till he puts cable on it. Watch out. He's known it's been for the last 2.5 months. So when I get back today, I'm parking the truck and that's her. When he puts new cable on it, I'll come back to work. Doesn't want to put new cable on it, I'll go to work for somebody else.
That's good.
An hour later, they take a deep breath and start pulling.
Keep going, Brucey. Calling her a day. I'm taking this thing to the yard and dropping it till he gets new cable on it. Done. I fixed that thing at least 5 times. Had to come off once at me in my face. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull her all into town like that. Oh, get me out of here. Today, Adam goes on strike. I'm not gonna drive anymore. He gets new cable on it. Unload disc, go to the shop, have a beer, and tell him to call me when it's done.
While Adam is talking strike, everyone else is talking layoffs.
Well, my truck will always be on the road. It goes to all the major wrecks. I don't know if Sammy's sticking around or not. I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
I need a good sidekick in this truck. Can't do all the work in this truck entails.
I'm getting old. Probably just hanging out. Just probably gonna kick the bucket with Jimmy Davis.
We both will.
Yeah, we probably both will. We'll be all great, coming in with a cane, cruise around, watch all the rookies, all the working. Maybe tell them, do this, do that. We'll be okay.
Adam's truck is the talk of the shop. It's less than a year old. Jamie was hoping the cables would last at least the season.
And Adam come up alongside of me, and out he come.
Really?
But Adam definitely needs new cable because we had to repair one up there.
I know. I've been kind of waiting for the end of winter because you know what happens? They rot, right? So it's like the rust and the rot, but they get to the point where they're not safe.
There's nothing left of them now. I'm surprised they didn't blow apart up there.
Well, that rotten cable's got to go. It's like it's the 5th time it's broke.
Money's tight around here, though.
Well, we got about 70 feet on one drum, probably 60 on the other now. So we can't be running it like that. Like it's every 6 jobs, I fixed it on every recovery. Like it's.
Well, I was kind of holding off till it got the weather better, so we didn't rot. You know how it rots out right away, right?
Last time it near got me in the face. This time it broke halfway in the middle of the road. Like we can't.
You know, I don't want to put that cable on your truck just right now. I don't want to spend the money on 2 new cables, and there's bills to pay. And I'm not trying to be a prick to you, and I know you need cable. I know it's kind of like you're the frontline guy and you're getting a second best treatment or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with it.
A snapped cable has pushed Adam to the breaking point.
The last time it broke, the cable comes swinging at me. I had to dodge out of the way and doesn't want to fix it. So wait till spring, I guess. I guess somebody else will be driving her till spring.
Until Jamie buys him a new one, he's on strike.
What's it gonna cost? $2 grand?
Yesterday, Jamie wasn't budging.
I don't want to spend the money on 2 new cables, and there's bills to pay.
But today, he's had a change of heart.
Get the forklift under it. Hey, what's
He's realized it's going to be easier to replace a cable than to replace Adam.
Adam is the top producer of the company as far as revenue goes, and we clash once in a while, but at the end of the day, he's been with me since day one, and you know, he deserves that kind of respect. He's gonna get new cables by the end of the day.
The crew spends the morning installing the new cable on Adam's truck.
Pretty pliable cable, right?
Yeah, 6 by 26, right? I'm not cheap, but at the end of the day, I have to be frugal. So I knew that they were at the end of the rope, so I know that they need to be replaced.
Back to full power.
Back to full power. I got my best guy back. He's my top dog. Yeah, and I keep him happy. Just about broke the company when he took the night off.
But the latest expense has forced Jamie to face a sobering reality. The unpaid receivables and the growing pile of bills are finally forcing Jamie's hand.
Today's the day. I don't like firing guys. I don't like being the boss kind of boss. But decisions have to be made, and they've got to be done, and I'll do it.
After lunch, he breaks the news to the 2 part-time drivers.
Well, it's just getting that time of year, right? And we, you know, I got to start to trim up everything, right?
2 down.
Take her easy. Thanks.
2 to go.
I have a hard time laying people off, but the realistic part of that is the money runs out. All these guys are family, but at the end of the day, if there's no money to pay them with, there's no sense hiring them to work. Get her done. Get her done. Can you give me a few minutes?
Oh,
I'll talk to you. Partner. Hey, have a seat. We're kind of coming to the end of the season. So today's a tough day for me. My problem is, I'll tell you what it is. I can't carry all the payroll in the off season because there's no work.
Yeah.
You know, we can only sweep the floor so many times. We can only do whatever. We rely on Sammy so much. He's everything. He's the guy in the shop taking care of the trucks. He's on the road with us. He really was the shining star of the whole season in my mind.
2 bottles of scotch tonight.
He deserves 2 bottles of scotch. So it's coming down to the point where we're finished winter now, so I'm gonna have to lay you off. So, you know, it probably is the hardest thing for me to lay you off because you're the best guy, right? So it's kind of tough. Really, you are.
No, it happens anyway. So yeah, no work, right?
Yeah.
No problem.
You're good with that?
I'm good.
You know, we just can't keep people around because, you know, you can't just have a buddy, you know what I mean? Friend or no friend.
He had some feelings, I can tell. He didn't want to do it, but he had to do it, right? And it happens, it's okay.
But Jamie's toughest day of the season isn't over yet.
I've been thinking about your truck and you, and I don't know how busy this truck will be in the summer for you to make a living, because I won't be able to give you all the extra hours like we did last year, because we're just paying too much in labor for stuff that doesn't happen, right? You know, what I'm trying to say, that's maybe the wrong way to say it. But I can't keep guys around here on the hour for the summer when we're slow, because it just keeps on going out, right?
Mhm.
So I got to trim up the payroll is what I'm trying to say, because now we've got truck payments.
Well, like, feel the weather. It could snow tonight still, right? I think you're jumping the gun a little too quick.
Yeah, I get money goes out of here like in boatloads, buddy, and I gotta not have so many guys hanging around all summer. Everybody's on payroll and putting in hours, and you know, when just sweeping the floor. Well, you know, I can only do that so much. I can sweep a floor, right? You know, season's over, but it happens every year, and it's what we got to do. You know, it was a tough one. That's a tough one for me to have to make that call.
A little bummed out, I guess, a little upset, but what do you do? I don't think Jamie realizes that by him doing that, that gives me more freedom to go do a little more what I want to do, which is playing with my camera. So if I'm out there trying to make money with my camera, and there's a wreck that happens and I'm not available, well, that's too bad for him, I guess. Want a beer, buddy?
No, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't want one? Let me twist that arm of yours.
Yeah, he did. He twisted all right.
We'll both go to the food bank tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Get some free food.
He's gonna regret this. I know he is. I told him that already.
Yeah?
Huh? A month down the road, we're gonna get a big wreck. That I know. It'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Long after sundown, the only one left at the yard is the boss himself.
I should be at home probably right now, but I'm not. I'm taking care of business. You know, I can barely get away from this place because it's a 24-hour, 7 days, 365-day responsibility. You know, the wife is on me all the time. We need to go somewhere, and they pay a price. It's been a tough season. There's days where I just get up and I shake my head and go, what the hell am I doing this for?
For Jamie Davis, winter on the Coke has been like fighting a war. It's taken its toll on his family.
Okay, kids, I'm gonna go back to the shop.
His body.
Tell you, this thing pushed me beyond my limits. My arm is just killing me. I can't even lift my arm.
His nerves.
It's a $750,000 mistake. It's junk. I'm getting chest pains, man. You know, sometimes I think I'd just like to quit.
Anyway, a southbound semi.
At 11:30, a call comes in for a wreck on the Coke.
First flight standard, then he ends up off the guardrail on the other guardrail.
As he's done all winter, as he's done since he was 14, Jamie mounts up and heads out, this time alone.
And the promise you make to keeping that highway open 24 hours a day is a huge commitment. You've got to go out there and you've got to open that road. There's no option. Closure isn't an option. This is the only thing I've done all my life. This is who I am, it's what I do, and I still love it.